Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg, and this is one drop dead gorgeous black Chevelle. She's got a 454 under the hood, fully restored, and she's looking beautiful. Take a look. I first of all look at all the trim on every car. The trim will tell the story. Take a look at the grille, take a look at the trim around the headlights, take a look at the emblems. I mean, that always tells the story, man. She is black and she is beautiful. Oh, that aluminum looks like it's original to the car, so that tells me that the car was very well cared for throughout its life. Doesn't look like it was ever restored. It's just a beautiful piece saved over. Tell you what, that black paint is just as slick as can be. As you look down the side of it, also just absolutely beautiful. The emblems, the wheel lip moldings, the way the door fits to the front fender, the actual gap on that door also, the rocker molding. I mean, look at all of the details. She is a beauty, man. That big long quarter panel, just as straight as can be. That emblem back there looking beautiful. And then the next thing we look at is door jambs. Anybody that spends time on door jambs, you know they did a beautiful job on the rest of the car. Love that steering wheel, the center console, the seat belts. It's got seat belts front and rear. Package tray looks good. Headliner's in great shape. That dome light's working. Again, these are all things that you need to look at when you're buying a muscle car. Tell you what, she is a beauty. It's even got aftermarket gauges in there. Look at those babies, they're looking sweet. And what's super cool is they look like they belong there. I mean, they did a beautiful job. They didn't go too far, didn't spaceship it up. A lot of guys go too far with their restorations, trying to make something unique. These guys knew what they were doing when they built these cars. Again, all the trim back here. Doesn't look like it's brand new, but it looks absolutely beautiful for being a 1966. Somebody took really good care of this car. I always lift up the trunk mat, make sure everything under there looks good. You can see that trunk floor looks good. The reason you look at the trunk floors is because a lot of the trunks leaked. This rubber would go bad, and of course, just the whole setup here was just barely to keep water out. Never was a very good system, so a lot of cars rotted the trunk floors out because they were always wet. Bottom side of the deck lid, they spend a lot of time cleaning that up. I always feel this bottom edge, make sure that's nice and smooth. And as you look down the side of it from the back end, you can really get a glow to the rake of the car. It's jacked up a little bit in the back, not too much, just right. I mean, the overall look on this car is just absolutely gorgeous. Love the Kragers on it also. Back in the day, I'd have had Kragers on my car if I could have afforded them. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we don't do any consignment whatsoever. That means we own this car, and a lot of you may be thinking, what does that mean to you? Most classic car dealers sell on consignment. They sell just about anything that'll roll through the door, and they don't know much about the cars. Finding a Vanguard quality car isn't easy. Our team of 15 buyers review thousands of vehicles each month. Our inspectors travel all over the country to handpick each of our cars, which saves you time, money, and frustration. Think of us as your expert hands, eyes, and ears to make sure that you end up with the highest quality car. We have almost 50 team members here at Vanguard, and every one of us is a gearhead. Growing up around the Motor City, all of our families worked in the auto industry. I grew up working in the garage with my dad, and we worked on countless classics over the years. Around here, cars are a way of life. Let's take this Chevelle for a ride, baby. Black is beautiful, big block, sounding amazing. going through the gears as smooth as can be. You want to talk about cool? We got cool right here, baby. She is hot. Now we're going to take it back to the shop here in a minute. We're going to put it up on the lift so you can see how pretty the bottom side is. We're going to get the hood up. We're going to show you that. And you can go to our website at vanguardmotorsales.com and look at about 100 pictures of the car. Just downshifting from I gear to third, down to second, down to first, holding the gear just fine. Just sounding amazing. Now I'm just barely touching the accelerator. Love the sound of this big block. We got a semi truck making a wide right here. There we go. Just listen to this beauty. Man, does she sound good. Now I want to thank all of you who have subscribed to our YouTube channel. It's 1.6 million of you. That's a whole lot of thank yous, guys. And if you haven't subscribed, please do, and ring the little bell so you get a notification every time we get a new car in. I look down here on the dash. What's super cool is that's all aftermarket stuff there, but it looks like it belongs, doesn't it? I mean, that very well could be from the factory. I mean, they did a beautiful job designing that. Great looking dash, man, I tell you what. I love these little skinny steering wheels too, and it is a tilt column. Here we go. Now don't forget, you can come visit us. Please do if you've got the time and the means. If you need to send an inspector, you can send your inspector. Just do us a favor. If you're going to come or send an inspector, give us a call. We got 60,000 square feet of storage. This car might be behind 7 or 8, 10 cars. We want to make sure we got your favorite car right up front so we can get it up on the lift and show you what's going on. We're bringing in a lot of new cars every day, so keep a close eye on us. We're back at the shop right now. We're located right here in the Motor City at 15100 Keel Street in Plymouth, Michigan. This building is where our team of 15 world-class mechanics inspect and improve every one of our cars. All of our work is done in-house. Our mechanics only service the vehicles we sell. We start with a thorough inspection and test drive. Then our team gets to work. We take the time to learn each car and fix the things that I would fix if it was mine. If that means the engine needs to come out, then it comes out. When you purchase a classic car from an auction or another dealer, in most cases it hasn't been inspected or serviced. You may be in for some unpleasant surprises. At Vanguard, we save you from the headaches that cost you time and money by handling this process for you. Right down the road is our 40,000 square foot indoor showroom. This building is climate controlled and houses over 100 amazing vehicles. We're constantly bringing in new inventory, so you never know what might show up tomorrow. We are underneath the Chevelle now, and it is pretty under here. As you can see, the tank's been all painted up, looking beautiful. And look at the gigantic exhaust, man. That 3-inch exhaust, all mandrel bent, looking beautiful. We got a 12-bolt rear end. It is posi, right around the 373 gear. We do have drum brakes out back, and the guys will pull those all apart, make sure they're in good working order. Looks like some Bilstein shocks. The lower control arms are reinforced. We got the reinforcing bars here at the mounting points also. I see new brake line, I see new fuel line, I see beautiful chassis black painted on the floorboards here, all looking great. We got a Muncie transmission here. We got stock appearing bell housing that somebody shined on, it's looking pretty good. We got stock clutch linkage, we got some jet coated headers. Looks like disc brakes up front. I see some new brake lines up here. I see a new sway bar. Looks like the flex lines on the brakes are all new. The guys will check out all the steering gear and all that. Fuel pump looks like it's new. Front frame horns are nice and straight. Front bumper looks like it's brand new. I mean, everything under here is just clean as a whistle. Now the tires, they look brand new. They still got the nubblies on them. The Kragers look brand new too, and these are 215/65 15s. I love the Kragers. I tell you, I wish I could have afforded them when I was a kid and I had them on my car. You can see the rocker moldings in beautiful shape, that black paint looking good right down to the bottom edge. Frames all nicely painted black, looking good. You always want to check inside these holes, look around inside the frame wherever you can. These holes allowed a lot of dirt and grime to get up in them, then they held water, and you know what happens when you put wet and metal together. Out back here, 255/60 15s, same good looking wheels, and again, nubblies on the tires, so they're brand new. Let's get under the hood. Big block power and shiny, baby. She's looking good. 454, polished aluminum intake, Holley carburetor, 4-barrel, dual feed, vacuum secondary, single pumper. We got power steering, power brakes. See the firewall all cleaned up real nice. We got MSD fire into distributor. We got Edelbrock heads on there. Those are aluminum heads. We got a polished up water pump. Looks like the timing chain covers also aluminum polished up. We've got definitely a newer radiator that's definitely not original to the car. We got original GM markings on the hoses, all looking good. Alternator looks like it's a rebuilt unit. Bottom side of the hood's all chassis black, looking good. I mean, everything about this car is just absolutely gorgeous, guys. She's black, she's a Chevelle, she's a big block. Give us a call, 248-974-9513, and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this little dream in your drive.